head penny was supposed to be worth a lot of money, so there's another kind.
Right, there could be lots of other paragraphs. This is just this paragraph. See how that nails this paragraph? It has the pieces it needs.
Okay.
Nothing more.
All right, let's move on. It has the key information, just like we said. It doesn't include any unnecessary information. It's a complete sentence. Yay. All right. This is just a review. How do we summarize? We read the text.
Good job.
We don't let big words scare us. We ask what the text is about. And your answer then should be a complete sentence or two, especially when it's just a paragraph. Should cover the main point and key ideas, not supporting details. And it should be in your own words, remember? And it's not going to be one or two words, like this text is about pennies. Okay. Here's our next one. Whoops, I went too far.
Dying with dignity.
You are
All
too
right.
tired for this. Can they stand up for a second? Let's
Yes.
stand up. You guys are sleepy.
Yes.
I just
Stand
can't
up
see.
and you can read this.
Pause. No, keep going. No, no, just they're gonna. I'm just gonna.
Stand and stretch.
Huh? It's no. It's,
Sorry.
they like. You just gotta change your
All
vibe.
right, let's sit down and keep going.
All right.
We have, what, 10 minutes left? We need to get through this quick.
All right. Okay, guys, we're going to look at this article called Dying with Dignity.
Are we paraphrasing or just summarizing?
We're doing both.
Are we?
Yes.
Don't time it, let's try.
All right, we have 10 minutes. We can at least do the
At
paraphrasing.
least talk about how it will look different. to
Yeah,
both, yeah?
let's do that. I think that's what we can do. All right.
Okay. Guys, we gotta get this done before 11:40. That's in the lead.
Studies show that there has been, I gotta read it.
Can I read it?
Yeah.
An increase in the number of people who support medicide, which happens when people with terminal diseases choose to end their lives rather than continue living. One common argument for this growing support is that people should not be forced to continue living if they are in severe pain and cannot live with this constant pain. A second reason is that staying in the hospital for a long time often causes a financial burden on the family. Terminally ill people, what's terminally? What does that mean? Permanently, yeah, it means they're going to die. They have an illness that is probably going to kill them. Often worry about the hardship that this will cause their families. Finally, people who are dying sometimes lose hope. Can I need you guys to please the Austin's table? Thanks. People dying who are dying sometimes lose hope. Even if they're alive, they can often only lie in bed, and for some people this is not life. While many people believe that medicide is an unnatural way to die and should remain illegal, sick people should certainly have the right to end their lives if they want. Think about that unnatural way to die. That's the other key part I don't know if you understand. Do you know what they mean? Unnatural way to die? Gunshot is an unnatural way to die. What else? It's kind of like suicide. Is that an unnatural way to die? The electric chair, yeah. Murder, right? Okay. Thank you. Now listen.
Okay, so we have to paraphrase this, right? Paraphrasing, we have to identify the main idea. So what's the main idea on this?
What kind of paragraph is this? What is that?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let's identify the kind of paragraph.
Is it an informational argument?
Yeah.
I gave you the
You
answer.
gave me.
I
It
tried
is.
too.
It's an argument, right?
It's not a story, right? So it's an argument. What's the person's argument?
That medicide should be illegal.
Say it. You say that medicide should be illegal. Is that what this person
think
believes?
it shouldn't.
No, he thinks that it should be legal because if they should have the right to choose if they want to end their lives or not.
Okay, good job, Gavin. Say it louder one more time.
Oh, okay. They think it should be legal, so because they have the right to stay alive or not. It's their life, so they get to do what they want.
Okay, so that's that person's claim, right? What's his 3 reasons?
I would kill myself first.
What are the first? It tells you first, second, third. No. What's the first reason? They shouldn't have to live if what? If they're in pain, they should get to choose. So if they're in pain, that's the first reason. What's the second reason? Gavin?
Financial burden on the family.
Okay, sorry, good. Colby, you were saying it too. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then Natalie, what do you say is the third reason?
They start deciding, like, they lose hope.
So they, that's kind of understanding. What does he actually say though? What does he say?
They lose hope.
Finally, what?
People who are dying
Not life. So what's the argument? What is it they're saying? What's the reason? Because it stinks to just lay in bed and die, right? They should be able to shorten that if they want to, right? Their quality of life is impacted. Now then we see that some people, we see a concession, don't we? So we see a counter-argument. Where's the counter-argument? You see a counter-argument? Austin. One of the Austins, tell me the counter-argument. Go ahead, what is it?
The counter-argument that they should
She's pointing. Try again. I thought you both said got it. You both got it. Tell me which one.
medical reason unfortunately die.
Okay, if you get the word right, you got it. What's the word?
Medicine.
unnatural.
Unnatural. Does that make sense? So what's that counter argument saying?
That they say it's an unnatural way to die, but then they for that they should choose. They should be able to choose.
This person doesn't believe that it's unnatural. They believe they have choice. Yeah? Okay. Right? Okay. So that's the gist of the argument. Is that correct?
Would you say? Okay, we talked about medicide. What's medicide? Anybody know another word for that? No, it's not suicide.
It's not about suicide because you don't actually kill yourself. It's a
What?
doctor gives you something.
Euthanize.
Yeah?
Another word could be euthanize.
Euthanized is another word. Yeah? Medicine kills you. Yeah?
Or is it a Z?
I think it's a Z, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Euthanize is another word for that. Okay. And they said, because this author, this person who wrote this, the author, believes that people should have to choose. And we talked, you guys all mentioned the severe pain and the financial burden and the quality of life. And remember, we're talking about people who are terminally ill. Terminal means the end, right? Means they can't be made better. They aren't going to get better.
Okay, so if you were going to paraphrase this argument, what would you do? You would go through the whole argument and say it in a different way, right? All these parts.
Remember we said you have to change the words in the word order, replace some with synonyms, change the structure of the paragraph, combine sentences that are related, leave out unimportant words and phrases, write about it in a different way. Okay, let's take a look.
Do you see how knowing it's an argument makes that easier? Then you know which parts to do.
Okay, so here is an example of a paraphrase of that. Now it is shorter, okay? The article Dying with Dignity claims, right? Because this is what we talked, Mrs. T talked about the claims, that the number of people who support euthanasia, there's your synonym, has increased, and argues that terminally sick people should be able to choose to end their lives if they wish. Now see, this is really important, this part. not just sick people, but terminally ill, terminally sick, that can't be helped anymore by modern medicine. The reasons presented include the idea that people should not have to live with severe pain, that long stays in the hospital can be costly for the family, and that lying sick in bed is not really living, okay? Because even though they didn't mention the counterclaim, if you look, it was a sentence, right? A sentence. The rest of it is all about having that right to medicide. But some of those key words, and you look, terminal disease and the severe pain and the financial burden, that's all been taken care of down in here. And now,
So how would the summary be different then?
how would you summarize this? Anybody want to take a little guess and give us an example? Just say it fast.
Do you have to have all those parts? No,
Nope.
you don't. So what's the author's summary of their argument? Lane, do you know? Can you summarize that? I know. I'm trying to hurry and catch you back up.
Summarize.
So we did the paraphrase. We've got his argument up on the board. Can you summarize this person's opinion or their argument?
Summarize the paraphrase.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would even
sure.
be okay if you summarize the paraphrase, sure.
We needed to know what side this person was on. What do they write? What's their argument?
Okay. That you should be able to choose whether you live or not if you're sick and you're on your deathbed, and go on with living.
Okay. Okay. You should be able to choose if you're on your deathbed. So you're saying terminally ill a different way. Yeah. Let's see what the example is and see if we got the parts.
Okay. The writer argues, see, they're identifying, in both places, they're identifying that it came from another source. The article, the writer argues that more people are supportive of euthanasia and that it should be an option for terminally sick people.
Is that
It's an
what-
argument. Remember, we already identified this as an argument, and we had the author's side, which yes is more because that's his side, but he still mentioned that people say it's an unnatural way to die, and it should stay illegal. But he's saying that more people are supportive. They changed the key word. Remember, they changed medicide to euthanasia. Now it should be an option for terminally sick people. So you see how we went from the full paragraph to a paraphrase to a summary.